Chronology timeline of events relating to Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an Indian lawyer and an anti-colonial nationalist who employed non-violent resistance to attain India's independence from British rule. Born in Porbandar, Gujarat, India on October 2, 1869, this day is celebrated as International Day of Non-Violence, a national holiday in India. May 1883, he got married to Kasturba Makhanji. It was a child marriage as per the then prevailing customs. He left for England to study law on September 4, 1888. July 1891, he returned to India from England. April 1893, he departed for South Africa to work as a legal advisor. June 7, 1893, his first act of civil disobedience. He was thrown out of the train in South Africa despite holding valid ticket after his refusal to vacate the first-class compartment in terms of the then prevailing racial segregation rules. August 22, 1894, founded the National Indian Congress. September 11, 1906, he coined the term Satyagraha to characterize the non-violence movement in South Africa. 1908, it was January or February 1908 when he was imprisoned in South Africa for civil disobedience. November 6, 1913, he was arrested while leading a march of Indian miners in South Africa. June 30, 1914, he was arrested while agitating for the rights of Indians in South Africa. November 11, 1914, he left South Africa permanently. January 9, 1915, he landed in Bombay on his return from South Africa. This day is observed as Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. He established Sabarmati Ashram in Kochrab near Ahmedabad in Gujarat on May 25, 1915. February 3, 1916, he opened the Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi, India. April 1917, he launched Champaran Satyagraha in Bihar, India. May 28, 1917, he was a great advocate of greater usage of Hindi and other regional languages. In his article of this date in Pratap, he advocated recognizing Hindi as the national language. October 20, 1917, he paid tributes to the pioneering efforts of Swami Dayananda Saraswati for popularizing Hindi language. March 1918, he led the Ahmedabad mill strike. July 1918, he led Kheda Satyagraha in Gujarat. March 18, 1919, infamous Rowlatt Act was passed by the Legislative Council, indefinitely extending the emergency measures like detentions without trial. March 30, 1919, he started Satyagraha to protest the Rowlatt Act passed by the Legislative Council on March 18. April 6, 1919. The first All India Hartal strike was called as a part of the civil disobedience movement against the Rowlatt Act. April 13, 1919. Jallianwala Bagh massacre of this day deeply impacted his leadership approach. April 16, 1919. He organized a day of prayer and fasting in response to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre by the Britishers on April 13, 1919. August 1, 1920. Launched the non-cooperation movement. February 12, 1922. He withdrew the non-cooperation movement consequent upon the Chauri Chaura violent incident on February 4, 1922 in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. March 10, 1922. He was arrested, tried and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. December 13, 1929. He led the Congress members in Lahore to take a vow for Swaraj, that is, full independence. March 12, 1930. Dandi March, Salt Satyagraha was started. A 240 miles long protest journey from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi. April 5, 1930. Dandi March completed. He and followers reached Dandi to break the salt laws the next day. April 6, 1930. Dandi March ended. He broke the salt laws at Dandi, which gave rise to large-scale acts of civil disobedience against the British Raj. March 4, 1931. He met the British Viceroy of India to sign an agreement to release political prisoners and to allow salt to be freely used by the poor. March 5, 1931. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed, whereby the British government agreed to free all political prisoners in return for the suspension of the civil disobedience movement. Consequently, he was invited to attend the Round Table Conference in London. March 26, 1931. His editorial appeared in Young India titled, "The Indian shipping has to perish so that the British shipping might flourish." He returned from London on December 28, 1931, after the deadlock in the Second Roundtable Conference. Thereafter, he launched second phase of civil disobedience movement. January 4, 1932. Arrested and imprisoned without trial by British Indian authorities. September 20, 1932. He began an indefinite hunger strike at the Yerawada Central Jail to protest Ramsay MacDonald's communal award for the depressed classes. A compromise, the Pune Pact, was made between caste Hindu leaders and Dr. Ambedkar to save the life of Mahatma Gandhi resulting from the ongoing hunger strike. September 26, 1932. He ended the hunger strike after the British government withdrew the objectionable clauses in the Ramsay MacDonald's communal award. January 4, 1933. Across India, this day was celebrated as Civil Disobedience Day. March 8, 1933. He began a 21-day fast to protect British oppression, the third anti-touchability fast to improve Harijan's living condition. October 1934. He withdrew from active Congress politics. March 5, 1940. Segaon village of Maharashtra was renamed Sevagram by him. His ashram and residence was located here since 1936. October 5, 1940, he introduced Acharya Vinoba Bhave to the nation by issuing a statement. February 28, 1941, he inaugurated the Kamala Nehru Memorial Hospital at Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. August 8, 1942, he gave a do-or-die Quit India call in Mumbai. Thousands of protesters were arrested and imprisoned within few hours of the call. Since then, this day is observed as August Kranti Day. August 9, 1942, he was arrested while launching Quit India movement. July 25, 1947, he opposed laws derived from religions. According to him, Hindus should not demand cow slaughter laws based on religion sentiments, and Muslims should not demand laws based on Shariat, Quran, Hadith. August 15, 1947, his crusade involving non-violent resistance and civil disobedience ultimately resulted into independence of India from British rule, although after the unfortunate partition giving birth to Pakistan. January 30, 1948, he was assassinated by Nathuram Godse in New Delhi, India. This day is observed as Martyrs' Day in India. February 1, 1948, after his assassination, RSS chief M.S. Golwalkar along with thousands of RSS workers were arrested by the government. February 12, 1948, his ashes were taken for immersion in Triveni at Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. August 15, 1948, a memorial postage stamp was issued in his honor. November 8, 1949, after a trial for over a year, Nathuram Godse, his assassin, was sentenced to death. November 15, 1949, Nathuram Godse, his assassin, was hanged till death. July 15, 2007, United Nations passed a resolution to observe his birthday, October 2, as the International Day of Non-Violence. Thank you. Keep watching our timelines of the day.